Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
As protests against systemic racism and police brutality continue, all sparked by the death of George Floyd at the hands of a white police officer, Floyd's brother has a message for lawmakers.
He didn't deserve to die over $20. I'm asking you, is that what a black man is worth?
Next at noon, we take a closer look inside the House Judiciary Committee hearing and share what Floyd's brother wants to see changed. Plus a new perspective, we are getting our first look at police dash cam video of a black delivery driver being arrested after a confrontation with a white Macomb County officer. But first, all eyes are on 4 Live radar this afternoon as we track thunderstorms for you that have the potential to become severe. And that story does top our news here at noon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Evrod Cassidy. As we take a look for you right now outside through our Windsor Skycam, looking a little bit cloudy there this afternoon. Let's check in with meteorologist Brandon Rue, who joins us now live, tracking the trouble for us. And tornadoes, strong wind gusts, and hail, all possible this afternoon, Brandon?
Yes, yes, and yes. I have worked here for 10 years forecasting and have only seen the threat this serious a couple of times. So we need to make sure we pay very close attention to the weather as we head through your afternoon. Our prediction center has put us under a moderate risk on a scale of 1 to 5. That is a 4 out of 5. And again, I have only seen this a couple of times for our area, a serious and significant risk. 4 Live radar shows severe thunderstorm warnings already popping across western lower, getting closer and closer. We have been tracking a couple of showers trying to form here, just not yet. It is warming. It goes from steamy to stormy. It's the hot, muggy versus a cold front setup. We get 90 degrees, and I think by 2 o'clock we're going to start to see some of these showers and storms forming, getting more significant as we head through the afternoon. Looks like the primary timeline for these storms about 2 or 3 p.m. until about 8 or 9 p.m. That's the window we need to pay very, very close attention to. Biggest threats will be damaging winds, straight line winds, 60 to 70 miles an hour. So power outages, yes, lightning, flash flooding, another significant risk. And then we go into the tornado and hail discussion, which is not super serious, but it is serious enough to be included still in the conversation. Evrod, coming back, we will talk more about the timeline, the threats, and what will follow as this storm line approaches.
All right, we know you are staying on top of it, Brandon. We'll check in with you coming up in just a little bit. Also making headlines this afternoon, an internal affairs investigation is underway in Warren after a confrontation between a white police officer and a black delivery driver, part of which was caught on cell phone video. And new here at noon, we're getting a glimpse at the incident from another perspective. This is video from the police dash cam. Victor Williams joins us now live this afternoon with the new developments. And Victor, what are you learning, especially from this angle?
Yeah, well, we're learning that the commissioner is standing by his officers. When a lot of people saw this video, they were just baffled, and now they're going to see a different side of what happened.
Get your license. Get your license. Because you're on the wrong side of the road.
Police are now recommending felony charges for this driver seen on video struggling with officers trying to make an arrest. Commissioner Bill Dwyer finally released the dash cam footage of the arrest, suggesting that the driver be charged after everything that took place. Originally, it was thought that the only thing done wrong was improperly parking his Amazon vehicle, but officers are saying that's not true. They're saying that they asked this man for his ID a total of 11 times, and he did not do that, leading up to the event that happened in the video.
The driver was charged with resisting and obstructing a police officer, failure to obey a lawful command, and failure to produce a driver's license. He was also issued a citation for illegal parking with left wheel to curb. He was later released on personal bond. Neither the subject nor the officer were injured nor requested any medical attention.
Now the officer involved has been placed on paid administrative leave while the investigation continues. Coming up tonight at 5, I'll be breaking down this video even more so we can take a closer look at what played out. Reporting live in Warren, Victor Williams, Local 4.
All right, Victor, thank you for the update there. New here at noon, a funeral is underway for a Detroit police officer who died 3 years after he was shot on duty. His name is Waldis Johnson, and he was shot in the head responding to a domestic violence call. This was back in 2017. And just last week, sadly, he died from his injuries. A funeral service started about an hour ago at the Unity Baptist Church here in Detroit. Members from the Detroit Police Department, including Chief James Craig, have filled that church, and Waldis is being remembered as a hero.
He believed, like many of us, that Detroit was one of the most challenging, but yet most rewarding cities in our nation. And being a police officer, Waldis was brave and courageous and always up for the challenge.
The Chief of Staff for City Council President Brenda Jones announced the council will sponsor a memorial resolution in honor of Johnson. As protests against police brutality and systemic racism continue here at home and across the country, sparked by the death of George Floyd at the hands of a white police officer, Floyd's brother testified during a House Judiciary Committee hearing. Philanese Floyd spoke before a hearing on policing practices and law enforcement accountability. The House Judiciary Committee is considering a new police reform bill. Some proposals include measures like banning chokeholds and no-knock warrants in drug cases. In his opening statement, Floyd says that he wants justice for his brother.
I couldn't take care of George that day he was killed, but maybe by speaking with you today, I can make sure that his death will not be in vain. To make sure that he is more than another face on a t-shirt, more than another name on a list that won't stop growing.
Last week, Philanese Floyd spoke with both President Donald Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden. He said the president didn't give him a chance to speak and that he and Democratic presidential nominee Biden have been in constant contact. Meanwhile, in Richmond, Virginia, protesters there and vandals destroy a Christopher Columbus statue. This was just last night. And as you can see here, the crowd spray painted the statue. They ripped it down and then set it on fire and threw it into a lake. No one was arrested, but many view Columbus as a racist, given his history of slavery and violence towards natives. Meanwhile, hundreds gathered in Philadelphia to paint a message in the street there that reads, "End racism now." Organizers of that event say that the city could remove the message, and now they're looking for a permanent place for it. Street paintings denouncing racism has also popped up in Washington, D.C. and Oakland as well. Of course, you'll want to stay with us here at Local 4 and on clickondetroit.com as we continue to monitor all of the happenings as Americans demand change, both here and around the country. In Decision 2020 now, we're talking about this major story in politics and perhaps a hint of what's to come. 5 states held primaries on Tuesday, but voting in Georgia was marred by problems. I want to show you some video of the long voting lines there that stretched into the night into Cobb County, as some areas extended voting hours after widespread problems. And as Blaine Alexander reports, an investigation is being launched today.
In Georgia, primary day stretched well into the night. This is the scene in Metro Atlanta overnight. Dozens of voters, some still in line at midnight to cast their vote. Many precincts remaining open well past the normal 7 p.m. closing time, giving everyone in the cutoff line the chance to vote. It comes after a day-long election meltdown across the state. Some voters standing in the rain, forced to wait hours.
You've been here about 3 hours. I'm not leaving. You're not leaving? I'm done. Why are you so intent upon staying here? It's important. It's important for me. It's important for my son.
So we're going on that 4-hour mark.
The timing, a perfect storm. Georgia unveiled new voting machines statewide right in the middle of a pandemic.
It seemed like maybe half of the machines were down.
It was a disappointment. This is something that should have been checked yesterday.
The biggest problems in Metro Atlanta, specifically areas with higher black populations. The city's mayor asking, is this happening across the county or just on the south end? Georgia's Secretary of State, who oversees the election, is blaming local officials, saying poll workers were not properly trained.
The employees didn't understand the system. So what were they doing for all these months? All of a sudden they wake up and they say, let's have an election on Tuesday?
But one county official is firing back, pointing at the Secretary of State, saying if there was a failure of leadership, it starts where the buck should stop, at the top.
And Georgia's Secretary of State says that only Fulton and DeKalb counties here in metro Atlanta saw those widespread problems. So now he's launching an investigation into all of it before November's election. Meanwhile, all of this comes as Georgia politically is a state to watch. With 2 Senate seats up for grabs, Democrats are eyeing the red state as potential battleground territory. In Atlanta, I'm Blaine Alexander, NBC News.
All right. Thank you very much, Blaine. And now the global coronavirus death toll. It has passed 400,000. And it's a sobering reminder that despite waves of reopenings, the pandemic is still an ongoing threat. I want to show you some numbers from a Johns Hopkins University database. And here is a look at the impact of the virus here at home. It continues to slow, and as of our last update Tuesday afternoon, there were 25 confirmed deaths from COVID-19, and in total, we've lost almost 5,700 people to the virus. Michigan has more than 59,000 confirmed cases. That is up 108 cases since yesterday. And also of note, as of Saturday afternoon, the official recovery total is at 42,041 people. All right, still to come here on Local 4 News at noon. Far from over, a new warning from Dr. Anthony Fauci, the nation's top coronavirus expert, as cases spike in several hotspot states.